Greetings to all the listeners. My name is Ismail El Hamzaoui. I'm a master's student at Akhawayn University, currently finishing a master's in sustainable energy management. Today I'm going to present on behalf of my colleagues a project that has been going on at the city of Ifrane and hosted at the university for the past 4 years. The name of all my colleagues are mentioned here in the first page. So the question is, what is this project about exactly? There is a problematic in the city of Ifrane, and I would argue other cities in Morocco and even other cities in the world where the cooking oil that is being used by restaurants is improperly disposed of. And usually there are laws against it, but restaurants don't know what to do with it, and they just dispose of it in nature, in the natural environment, with grave consequences on the environment. So we wanted to show that this used cooking oil can be managed differently. So the idea is the proposed solution was to collect this oil and then transform it into a biodiesel, a renewable fuel with many applications in heating spaces. It can be used in transport, and we wanted to show that this used cooking oil can be managed differently. As I said, the project has been going on for the past 4 years. There's been a lot of achievements, most notably that we've been able to build an operational unit. So we're able to produce 250 liters of biodiesel per week in a 2 hours process. And most interestingly, we were able to introduce innovations into this pilot unit that is, from our knowledge, not found in the literature about this subject. The project has been funded by the region of Fes Meknes and is currently hosted at the University of Al Akhawayn in Ifrane. This is to have an idea of how it looks like, the pilot unit. This is to show you that there is an effort of logistical effort of collection. So we collect using this motorcycle the oils from the city. It's being stored in this tank, and then through a series of pipes is being filtered and stored at the lab, and this oil is ready to use and to transform. The transformation process, the chemistry behind it is based on this thing called the transesterification process or reaction, where basically this oil is being mixed with an alcohol. We use methanol, and then thanks to the catalyst and to a heat input, it produces what's called methyl esters, or what we call biodiesel, okay, which is a biofuel with very interesting heat energy content, along with glycerol. This is a kind of a view of the system, our system. Let me talk about innovations now. The first innovation was that the heating requirement for this transformation is 100% renewable. We use solar, a homemade solar panel, and biomass. The whole process is automated thanks to our colleague Mohammed Kihal and his student Maryam Adwan. They were able to design the system, and we were able to implement it. So the whole process is automated, from the sources of the oil, the mixing, and everything else. Methanol, the alcohol that is being used, is also recycled because it's expensive and very hard to source. So we wanted to salvage as much as we can after a reaction, so it can be used and reused and reused again and again. And finally, there is glycerol that is a byproduct of the reaction, but that also we use. You can see it's a dark substance. This is just to illustrate the reaction. And this dark substance is the glycerol that we extract, salvage, and make into soap. And the glycerol has so many other applications. So just to finish, the intent of this paper was to show individuals, NGOs, actors in academic institutions, even local authorities, that there is a different way to manage the used cooking oil in a city or a town hall, and that this work aims at providing inspiration and design guidelines and certain advice, and also technical design points to enable a different management of used cooking oils in towns. Okay, so more details in the paper, and thank you for listening.